Okay. What I'm doing here is doing something that I feel like a lot of people sort of maybe need in their life at some point, which is like best way I can describe this is kind of like how a lot of people would like to have like a fatherly role or something like that in their life. I'm kind of doing the same thing, but instead of trying to act as a father, since I'm not one myself, I'm trying to act like a big brother in a sense, since that's something that I kind of have been labeled on a few times in life, and I'm technically am a big brother in real life since I got three younger sisters that are pretty much my half sisters, but they're still sisters to me, and I'm still their older brother. And this kind of gave me, I guess, the sort of idea and confidence to do something like this and try and talk about certain topics that many people may sort of need in their life or something like that. So here I am, and this is what I'm going to do. So I want to start off with this one. I pretty much talking about loneliness. So it's something that we all hate. Okay, let's just be real about it. It's something that we all hate in life. We don't like being alone. We all feel like we need to have somebody there, whether it's like a friend or someone to be in a relationship with, or just to almost add like a little fling, something along the lines of that. But sometimes you have to realize that being alone is actually a blessing in disguise in a sense. And it's like it may not be something that everybody maybe wants to hear, but in hindsight in real life you're gonna have to get told certain things from like a more realistic perspective. It's something that I had to learn myself, and I'm trying to do this now for everybody else pretty much. So loneliness, it's again, as I mentioned, it's not like the prettiest thing out there, but as I said, it's like a blessing in disguise because in hindsight, you may actually learn a thing or two about when it comes to life or just certain things about yourself, how you want to be treated, how you don't want to be treated, stuff like that. And it's something that I myself have learned pretty much within the past year since I've kind of felt somewhat lonely in a sense, but it's a slight bit different with me. Because I will admit that there's some things that I've done in my past that I'm not proud of, and I wish I could take it back, but I can't. It's kind of like, what's done is done. So there's not much I can do about it, but I just got to live with it. And after like some very difficult, some rough patches I had with myself in the past few years, it's really helped me change a lot in a lot of ways. So having to cope with the loneliness that I personally have experienced, I become more grateful of that every single day because I've learned how to I pretty much just learned how to be on my own in some ways, and I've learned so much about myself in other ways as well. And it kind of made me a bit of an introvert sort of person, which is not entirely a good thing. And that's somewhat of another topic that I may talk about another time. But you yourself are not going to probably enjoy being lonely like that. You may feel like that you just have to have somebody there, but sometimes you really should take that as a sort of like lesson or blessing in some kind of way. I guess in both ways in some part is that it could be a great thing for you in one way or another or something. And like in a lesson from like whether it's God you believe in, the universe, whatever it is that you believe in, if you believe in some sort of higher power, that can be taken as a lesson. Like myself, I believe in God up there, and I've realized that that's somewhat of a lesson basically that I have learned within the past year, especially since I hit 25 this year, that it's actually a good thing that I did sort of be on my own since like mainly just last year pretty much. So it's like it was such like a big learning experience that I'm still learning as I go on. I'm still going to be learning other things as I go on in this life basically. So that's something that I personally can be sort of grateful for. And I just wish you all can sort of just learn to do that in your own time because you can really learn so much about yourself, life, just anything. And then on top of that, even do certain things that probably help better yourself. Like go out for walks every once in a while. If the day is nice and beautiful out there, go and hit the gym. Maybe read a book or try to do something that you enjoy, like playing a video game or listening to music or watching your favorite movie or show. Do something kind of like that, and that can kind of help you bring you closer to yourself and help cleanse you a lot better. Because that's something that I've been trying to do recently, and it's been sort of helping me out. And words cannot describe how grateful I am for that and the fact that I've learned that big lesson myself. So my biggest, I guess, to sort of sum this up, and biggest advice to really say is the fact to embrace the fact that you're alone right now, and especially if you're in a specific season of your life, enjoy that and you know embrace it because you can do so much with you just sitting there by yourself like that. So yeah, do that and watch how much happier you'll become. I'm out.